our Father, Messiah, and Holy Spirit be with us. Back in iyob. Read the scriptures real fast before I do a quick set. Iyob said in reply, I have often heard such. May our Father, Messiah, and Holy Spirit be with us as well. Iyob said in reply, I have often heard such things. You are all mischievous comforters, have windy words, no limit. What afflicts you that you speak on? I would also talk like you if you were in my place. I would barrage you with words. I would wag my head over you. I would encourage you with words. My moving lips will bring relief. If I speak, my pain will not be relieved. And if I do not, what have I lost? Now he has truly worn me out. You have destroyed my whole community. You have shriveled me. My gauntness serves as a witness and testifies against me. In his anger, he tears and persecutes me. He gnashes his teeth at me. My foe stabs me with his eyes. They open wide their mouths at me, reviling me. They strike my cheeks. They inflame themselves against me. Elohim hands me over to an evil man, thrust me into the clutches of the wicked. I had been untroubled, and he broke me in pieces. He took me by the scruff and shattered me. He set me up as his target. His bowmen surrounded me. He pierced my kidneys. He showed no mercy. He spilled my bile onto the ground. He breached me, breach after breach. He rushed at me like a warrior. I sewed sackcloth over my skin. I buried my glory in the dust. My face is red with weeping. Darkness covers my eyes for no injustice on my part and for the purity of my prayer. The earth do not cover my blood. Let there be no resting place for my outcry. Surely now my witness is in heaven. He who can testify for me is on high. O my advocates, my fellows, before Elohim my eyes shed tears. Let him arbitrate between a man and Elohim, as between a man and his fellow. For a few more years will pass, and I shall go the way of no return. My spirit is crushed, my days run out. The graveyard waits for me. Surely mocking men keep me company, and with their provocations I close my eyes. Come now, stand surety for me. Who will give his hand on my behalf? You have hidden understanding from their minds. Therefore you must not exalt them. He informs on his friends for a share of the property, and his children's eyes pine away. He made me a byword among people. I have become like a tophet of old, the consumed children. Wow. He said, I've come like a, what else I just said? I've become like a tophet of old. It says that consumed children, Jeremiah 7:31. My eyes fell from vexation. All shapes seem to be like shadows. The upright are amazed at this. The pure are aroused against the impious. The righteous man holds to his way. He whose hands are clean grows stronger. But all of you come back now. I shall not find a wise man among you. My days are done. My tendons served the strings of my heart. They say that night is day, that light is here in the face of darkness. If I must look forward to Sheol as my house, as my home, and make my bed in the dark place, say to the pit, you are my father, to the maggots, mother, sister, where then is my hope? Who can see hope for me? Will it descend to Sheol? Shall we go down together to the dust? Then Bildad the Shuhite said in reply, how long? Put an end to talk, consider, and then we shall speak. Why are we thought of as brutes, regarded by you as stupid? You who tear yourself to pieces in anger, will Earth's order be disrupted? For your sake, will rocks be dislodged from their place? Indeed, the light of the wicked fails. Indeed, the light of the wicked fails. The flame of his fire does not shine. The light in his tent darkens. His lamp fails him. His iniquitous strides are hobbled. His schemes overthrow him. He is led by his feet into the net. He walks onto the toils. The trap seizes his heel. The nose tightens on him. The rope for him lies hidden on the ground. His snare on the path. Terrors assault him on all sides and sends his feet flying. His progeny, hunger, disaster awaits his wife. The tendons under his skin are consumed. Death's firstborn consumes his tendons. He is torn from the safety of his tent. Terror marches him to the king. It lodges in his desolate tent. Sulfur is strewn upon his home. His roots below dry up, and above his branches wither. All mention of him vanishes from the earth. He has no name abroad. He is thrust from light to darkness, driven from the world. He has no seed or breed among his people, no survivor where he once lived. Generations to come will be appalled at his fate, as the previous ones are seized with horror. These were the haunts of the wicked. Here was the place of him. Here was the place of him. Here was the place of him who knew not Elohim. Iyob said in reply, how long will you grieve my spirit and crush me with words? Time and again you humiliate me and are not ashamed to abuse me. If indeed I have erred, my error remains with me, though you are overbearing toward me, reproaching me with my disgrace. Yet know that Elohim has wronged me. He has thrown up siege works around me. I cry violence, but am not answered. I shout, but can get no justice. He has barred my way, I cannot pass. He has laid darkness upon my path. He has stripped me of glory. remove the crown from my head. He tears down every part of me. I perish. He uproots my hope like a tree. He kindles his anger against me. He regards me as one of his foes. His troops advance together. They build their road toward me and encamp around my tent. He alienated my kin from me. My acquaintances disown me. My relatives are gone. My friends have forgotten me. My dependents are maidservants regard me as a stranger. My dependents and maidservants regard me as a stranger. I am an outsider to them. I summon my servant, but he does not respond. I must myself entreat him. My odor is repulsive to my wife. I am loathsome to my children. Even youngsters disdain me. When I rise, they speak against me. On my bosom, friends detest me. Those I love have turned against me. My bones stick to my skin and flesh. I escape with the skin of my teeth. Pity me, pity me. You are my friends, for the hand of Elohim has struck me. Why do you pursue me like Elohim, maligning me insatiably? Oh, that my words were written down. Would they were inscribed in a record, inscribed on a rock forever, with iron, stylus, and lid. But I know that my vindicator lives. In the end, he will testify on earth. This after my skin would have been peeled off, but I would behold Elohim. While still in my flesh, I myself, not another, would behold him, would see with my own eyes. My heart pines within me. You say, how do we persecute him? The root of the matter is in him, but in fear of the sword. For your fury is iniquity, worthy of the sword. Know there is a judgment. Amen. Know there is a judgment. May our Father, Messiah, Holy Spirit be with us. Amen.